Major news for Fallout fans. Season 3 is heading to a brand new location that's never been explored in the franchise's main games before, and the clues have been hiding in plain sight this whole time. Let's start with some context. The sprawling Fallout franchise, which now spans TV and games, takes place in many twisted but familiar locations across the United States. The first Fallout game and Fallout 2 mainly take place in California, plus parts of Oregon and Nevada. Fallout 3 is set in Virginia, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. Fallout New Vegas brings us to Nevada and California. Fallout 4's location is the Commonwealth, also known as Massachusetts, and Fallout 76 heads to West Virginia. Season 1 of the Fallout TV series brought us to Los Angeles, a new location in California that had never been specifically explored by the major games in the franchise. And now, Prime Video's Fallout Season 3 wants to do it again by heading to another brand new franchise location. So where are we going? Fallout Season 3 is heading to Colorado. At a special screening of Fallout Season 2's finale, showrunner Geneva Robertson-Dwart and executive producer Jonathan Nolan revealed that they wanted to recreate the magic of exploring a brand new franchise location in the next season. And in the Season 2 finale, it became abundantly clear that this location is Colorado. The show actually gave us multiple hints about this Colorado destination. First, in the past timeline, after mistakenly thinking they had saved the world from nuclear doom, Cooper Howard and his wife Barb joke that they need to get far away from Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Vault-Tec, and the whole mess they found themselves in. Barb suggests maybe they should go to Bakersfield, something Coop had mentioned in Season 1, but Cooper says that's not far enough anymore. They ought to go to Colorado instead. That's the first big wink to the audience about the new location, but the show doesn't want us to just wonder about it. They make it abundantly clear that Colorado is going to be a future location. Toward the end of the episode, the Ghoul, who is Cooper Howard in the present timeline, finally makes it to the cryogenic chambers in the Vault-Tec New Vegas Vault for Management. This is where his wife and daughter are supposed to be sleeping. But when he opens up Barb and Janie Howard's cryogenic chambers, he finds them empty. Instead, he discovers that Barb has left him a postcard with her destination in her pod. The front of the postcard says, quote, "Greetings from Colorado," and on the back, Barb has written, quote, "Colorado was a good idea." In the final moments of the Ghoul's Season 2 storyline, we see him heading east, presumably off to Colorado to find his family. Now here's where things get really interesting. The Fallout series has already teased something important about Colorado. It might be one possible home for the Enclave, specifically one very important member of the Enclave. In Fallout Season 2, Cooper and Barb try to save the world by giving the last president of the United States, played by Clancy Brown, the cold fusion diode. Little do they know that the president is actually a bad guy working for the worst villain of all in the Fallout series, the Enclave. And here's the kicker. Way back before Fallout Season 1 even aired, the series was teasing something very specific about the location of Colorado. In a countdown video called Fallout, a special live report from Galaxy News that led fans to the series' first ever teaser trailer, the show shared this tidbit. Quote, "Now, Vault-Tec Vault Living is living the dream, and it's the only way to safety. Unless you're the president of the United States or something like that, and you have a mountain in Colorado to go under and direct the events of the world. Not many of us are that. There's only one of those, and his various and sundry advisors." End quote. Let that sink in. They've been setting up Colorado as the president's location since before Season 1 even premiered. So could the president be alive in Colorado in the present Fallout timeline? We know the president disappeared before the bombs dropped and started the Great War in Fallout's world. He fled to what we learn is the Enclave oil rig off the coast of California 6 months before the bombs dropped. But we don't know where he went after that, or if there even was an after for him. But at the rate things are going, we bet there was. Why else would they cast someone as great as Clancy Brown, right? Could he have disappeared to Colorado? Could he have run away to what sounds a lot like the Cheyenne Mountain Complex in our world, an underground military installation engineered to survive nuclear attacks? More importantly, could he still be alive in Colorado helping direct the post-nuclear plots of the Enclave? There is a lot we don't know about the last president of the United States on Fallout, including whether or not he dropped the first bomb himself, but we bet that Fallout Season 3 could be on the case, given this potential Colorado location connection. Now, some franchise history. Fallout Colorado has never been the main location of a Fallout game or season before. That said, Colorado is a location in Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel, a tactical, squad-based combat game set in the Fallout universe. However, Fallout Tactics is considered not to be a canon part of the Fallout universe, unless its ideas appear in any of the other main continuity games. Colorado does have an interesting place in Fallout's franchise history, though. It was almost the main location for a version of Fallout 3 that was never released. This Colorado-based Fallout project had the codename Van Buren. It seems this version of the game would have revolved around the New Plague, the original virus that the forced evolutionary virus was designed to cure, but it feels unlikely that this canceled game will impact the TV series specifically. Here's something important to note, though. It's not all about Colorado. Fallout executive producer and game director Todd Howard and series executive producer Jonathan Nolan tell us not to get too ahead of ourselves. Colorado is definitely in the cards for Fallout, but the walk to Colorado is at best 12 days long, and you can bet the wasteland is not about to let the Ghoul just smoothly waltz over from Nevada to Colorado without some stops along the way. Jonathan Nolan actually cautioned about celebrating the Colorado location too soon for Season 3. He said, quote, "We didn't say Colorado exactly. We're heading in that direction, and there are stops along the way," end quote. Meanwhile, Todd Howard added, quote, "For Fallout, such a big part of it is geography. Every game we do, or even the show, you want to go to new locations, show new factions or people, what they've done to survive there. So one of the great things about the show is we can jump locations well, we can jump time periods, so there are a lot of surprises coming up, and it's exciting to develop that together in the aspect of the show which is, for us, one lens into the world of Fallout," end quote. So what does this mean for fans? It means Fallout Season 3 is going to introduce many new locations, not just Colorado. We're going to see different parts of the wasteland between Nevada and Colorado. We're going to meet new factions, new survivors, new communities that have adapted to the post-nuclear world in their own unique ways. The journey from Nevada to Colorado could take the Ghoul through Utah, parts of Arizona, maybe even touching New Mexico. Each of these locations could have its own unique Fallout flavor, its own survival strategies, its own twisted version of what America has become. And let's think about what Colorado specifically could offer. If the Cheyenne Mountain Complex is involved, we're talking a massive underground military installation. In our world, this is where NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, is located. In the Fallout universe, this could be where the Enclave has been hiding, where the president has been directing operations, where some of the darkest secrets of the Great War are kept. The implications for the Ghoul's storyline are huge. He's been searching for his family for over 200 years. Now he finally has a lead. His wife left him a message telling him exactly where to go. But what will he find when he gets there? Will Barb and his daughter still be alive? Are they working with the Enclave? Did they become part of the conspiracy that destroyed the world? These are the questions that are going to drive Season 3 forward, and the fact that the show has been planting seeds for this Colorado location since before Season 1 even aired shows how carefully planned this whole narrative is. What do you think we'll find in Colorado? Do you believe the president is still alive and directing the Enclave from an underground bunker? And what other locations do you hope to see as the Ghoul makes his journey across the wasteland? Drop your theories in the comments below and make sure you're subscribed because we'll be covering every bit of Fallout news as Season 3 development continues.